Like a podcast.
Because it's a good fill-in for when we have
no one else shows. People don't
episode.
film themselves on podcasts. You just speak.
This is a podcast.
That's a normal...
Without it being a podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Podcast.
But it is a podcast.
It looks like
Like a podcast, but it's filming podcast. So it's not a real podcast.
It looks like a podcast. Cast. But it's not a podcast.
I'm getting my own kind taking the piss out of my accent now.
Yeah.
God.
God.
I don't trust any of you people.
Hashtag.
I only need Southern English people.
Welcome to Haunted Horizons GhostCast, where your hosts, Alison Oborn and Cag Allwood, will share their experiences in some of the most terrifying and haunted locations in Australia and overseas. So turn the lights off, relax, and enjoy.
All right. Cag, we're back.
We are.
It's only been
Months.
6 months
Yeah.
since our last podcast. But we thought we would come back and kick off some new ones.
Yeah, we thought we'd do a special for you, but we didn't. We couldn't find
We
anybody
were going to
special do
start
it
off with a
so-
real special for you, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, all we could find was this person here. The side-eye guy.
Oh, hello.
So, or Seg, as he's affectionately known. So we got his t-shirts on, haven't we?
Yeah.
The Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper.
With that-
Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper. So if you've never ever come across a side-eye guy, consider yourself lucky. Unfortunately, we bumped into him. If you haven't gone to his channel, it is an amazing channel. He is do you classify yourself as a debunker or reaction channel?
Debunking roaster.
A debunking roaster.
Oh, I like that.
That's a different one.
I just made it up. Do you like it?
That's very good.
I've actually never identified as that before. I just went with that on a whim.
So he's a debunker roaster.
Debunking roaster.
Debunking roaster.
Debunking roaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a huge sense of humour.
Yeah.
Yes. Very funny.
Very funny.
Yeah.
So go and watch his channel. We'll put a link down below for you. In fact, if it's the audio, we'll put a link down below in the about anyway. So it's like... Because we're all professional like here.
We are.
We
We're
are.
very
Nothing but the most professional.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing but the
Highest
best.
professionalism you can find.
Exactly.
So how did we meet? Well, I know how we met you, but
Yeah, but how
did we come across Seg?
Seg?
And what made Seg want to come down to Adelaide? Because obviously
I think
he's
Seg
down
was
here.
bored and desperate.
Do you
To be
reckon?
truthful, if he come down to Adelaide to see
Well, he
us.
must have been
I
desperate.
think to properly answer that, I need a therapist.
I believe I've got a good one. Actually. I'll give you the name afterwards. I think most of the people we have contact with end up in
Going to
therapy.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So yeah, we found you through. I think we had one of our videos debunked, didn't we? Not by Seg,
No.
but by Beardo.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the doll falling down the stairs at 30 East Drive. So if you haven't seen that, go and have a look at it. And go and have a look for wires and stuff like that. You know how it is.
People still don't know that I went through the portal.
I know.
I know.
You came through the portal in the airing cupboard.
In the airing cupboard.
Go and watch it for that.
That's where portals always are.
That's where we all know the portals live.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's nice
So
and
you
warm,
keep
though.
a portal.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I got into watching the debunkers, which I'd always avoided over the years.
Rightly so.
Yeah, and pleasantly surprised because it was done I'm going to say it was done very fairly, and I can understand why it would be looked at. And then I started to see other names coming up, and one of them was Side-Eye Guy. And I thought, okay, well, what's this one with the, you know,
This dumb shit.
yeah, this stuff on his face?
Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
just means my editing's harder. So went to have a look, and you know what? I think I didn't stop laughing through one of the episode I watched. So and then we binge watched Side-Eye Guy at Christmas.
We did.
We'd never
On
talked to
Christmas.
him.
No. No.
Don't tell him that, though.
No.
Don't tell
No.
him that we actually did enjoy his content. All right. and then suddenly, how did we talk to you?
I
How did
think
we
it
end up
was. I
talking
think
to you?
I think we must have gone on one of his lives. I think he did talk about, I'll have to come over to Adelaide at some point.
Yeah, because
And we stupidly said, yes, you must.
Yeah.
you definitely came to one of my lives. I've actually heard about the name Adelaide Haunted Horizons. So-
I like the way. Well done. For
oh,
putting
we're
yes
going
on
to
the
talk
end.
about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
I heard about you guys, a few people, and you came into my lives, and there wasn't too many Australian channels that were talking to me really at that stage. So I started watching stuff, and I really, really hated it.
Good. I'm so pleased. Because I would hate it if he loved it.
So would I.
Well,
I would have been really disappointed.
I loved every second of it, Alice.
It's only because
Yeah.
Loved every moment.
he knows he's not going to get fed tonight unless he says that. I'm going to revoke.
I do
I'm
like
going to revoke
food.
his privileges.
Yeah. He's like, oh, by the way, Alison, what are you drinking?
Oh, keg.
This is so
Have
funny.
you got one?
Have you got one, Sig?
I do, but I can't drink it.
Why can't you drink?
For this fucking mask.
Oh, never mind.
For those who can't see the video version, all right, Kag and me are holding in our hand a lovely glass of sparkling red wine.
I can confirm it is very nice.
It is very nice, and we are really enjoying sipping it.
We are.
Guys,
slowly.
at this rate, this might be the shortest podcast you've ever done, because I'm going
Side-eye guy,
to
however,
go get my wine.
can't drink it
Uh-huh,
because he's got a mask on.
uh-huh. I need a
That's a shame.
I need a new design. So there's a design flaw in this mask for sure.
Didn't I say
Yeah.
before
I need
you
a
came
straw- I
over?
need a straw
do
hole.
you need a straw?
Yeah.
But no.
No.
So now he can't even drink. So.
I need a straw hole.
The what?
Straw.
Straw hole.
You can't tell when he's laughing or he isn't.
I know you can't. He just looks.
He just
at
has
you.
that look.
Just always assume I'm not laughing.
He's just got a look on his face, hasn't he? It's just
It's
like,
that side eye.
yeah, and he just twirls like this.
Oh.
Anyway, back to the seriousness. So, all right. So that's how we started talking. Did we do that before we got?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
We started talking.
So, what made you one day go? You know what? I think I will go down to Adelaide, this wonderful city of ours.
I was amazed. I was about to say, I'm amazed you could say that with a straight face. Adelaide is lovely. Ish. So it was. I want to do more paranormal investigating, and it's a hell of a lot easier doing it here than going to the UK or America. And
So we used then. We were used.
We used.
We were used.
Oh.
He's just said.
We were used by side eye guy.
He's just admitted we were used.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. You're surprised?
It's going to be so much easier going down to
No.
And cheaper.
What I'm trying to say is that it's not easy to come across to veterans in the
Old
paranormal field who have got many, many years under their belts. Some might say decades, some even say centuries. And they know this. They understand paranormal investigated inside out. Because the rumour is that you're ghosts yourselves.
We've not been telling people.
Oh shit!
that.
Sorry.
My
That's
goodness,
the secret.
it's a secret.
No, I very much enjoy coming here, and it's been a privilege.
Now, what got you?
Thank you.
Thank you. I wasn't going to thank him. It's
Oh,
just
no.
like, it was a privilege. I'm glad you see that.
Yeah.
All right, let's get down to the basics and the boring questions before we get to some of the fun stuff we've been doing. You're a debunker, a roasting debunker, is that right?
Yeah, let's go
Or a
with that.
debunker roast?
Debunking
A
roaster.
roasting.
Debunking
We'll
roast.
stick him on the roast. If he gives us a hard time, he will be a roasting debunker.
Yeah, he will.
He will. But what got you into, firstly, the the paranormal and the interest in the paranormal? Because obviously you've got a curiosity about it. Otherwise, you would never, ever have started debunking it, surely.
Correct. It would have started when I was a child. I was very much into all things ghosts and ghouls.
Do you have a drink?
I hope you choke on that.
She probably will.
They're nice, actually.
It's lovely,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yes, you were saying?
Yeah, carry on.
Carry on. Why's his eyes looking in my direction at all the time?
Because he can't move it, that's why. He's a side-eye guy.
So,
Yeah.
All right.
to answer your question, yeah, when I was a kid, I was very much into it. Long story short, me and my family went to a known haunted, the underground tunnels of a known haunted castle, and me, my brother, and my mum, to this day, all believe we saw something, and you know, we all agree to this day that we definitely saw something. But there are ways I'm consistent. I try and like debunk myself and all the rest of it, and it's kind of on and off in my life stayed with me. And yeah, like my fascination with the paranormal starts. Like when you think you've seen something, it's very hard to kind of. It to an extent, it really does change like your whole worldview.
Yeah. And what do you think today? Do you still believe you might have seen something, or?
The older I get, the more I think probably not. However, there's a lot of things like there's like we all know like memories quite inconsistent. I think I could have very easily have been unwittingly influenced by my mum because she's very much into that stuff, and it could be that she's convinced me that I saw something that maybe I didn't. However, it's in there, and it's very hard to unsee what I believe I saw. So that's the
and
reality
the thing as
of it.
well, you were an older teenager, not a young child.
I was 12.
Right. Okay, so you weren't quite a teenager.
I think that
then.
deserves another drink.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Just-
I mean, you
just
carry on drinking. That's yeah, drinking.
That deserved.
Yeah.
another
Well,
sip.
getting 12 mixed up with an older teenager.
I thought you were 16 for some reason.
Right. No.
Okay, it's 12.
I was 12.
So, and what does your mum and your dad didn't see it, did he?
No, my dad was there, but he doesn't really. But so it was a guided tour we were on in the underground tunnels of Dover Castle, which was a World War II hospital. So it's now been converted into like a walk-through museum. And my dad was there for the history. My dad just loves he loved World War II history. We were there for, the rest of the family was there for the ghosts. Couldn't care less about the World War II stuff. We just wanted to see a ghost. And we saw what we wanted to see, which in itself is kind of makes me a little bit wary of, like, you know, the legitimacy of what it may be. When you really want to see something, sometimes you'll just see it because of like how much you want to see it.
Do the members of your family who saw it, do they feel the same way, or are they still convinced they saw something that
We
day?
are all it was me, my mother, and my younger brother.
Yeah.
So my younger brother would have been 10
Yeah.
when this happened. My brother remembers the direction because it was a full-bodied apparition that we believe we saw. Me and my mum, our stories seem to collaborate. My brother varies a bit on like the movement and the direction the apparition went, but we all do agree we believe we saw something. And my brother is much like me. He's
Wears a mask.
yeah, he's weird. He wears a mask and can't drink wine because he wears a mask. I don't know why he does it. He doesn't have a channel. He's got to stop doing that.
Just a fetish.
Yeah, doesn't go by side-eye or anything. He's just a bit weird. So he's like me in that he's a skeptic, and he doesn't really believe that. My mum's all in on the paranormal. Like so many different avenues of the paranormal. She believes in, and she very much believes in. But she believes she's seen spirits and ghosts a couple of times, like maybe 3 times in her life.
Yeah.
That being what the Dover Castle one being one of them.
All right. So
Cool.
So it's been a. Are you hoping to be convinced? Are you hoping to have that experience again?
100%. That's why one of the big reasons why I go on these. This is nothing but the highest of professionalism
goodness,
right here,
Cag.
guys.
Sorry.
Jesus, you just can't get the stand.
I know, I'm
Told you.
sorry. I thought I'd turn it on silent,
My
but obviously
goodness. Right in the middle of a good bit.
Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me in that tone voice.
Well, he's not looking at you. He's actually still looking at me.
I don't know how to snot.
You don't know how to snot.
How to. Oh, plenty of that in this mask.
All right, so you were saying.
I can't remember.
All right, let me rephrase that because I can't try and remember what the question was. So, are you doing this because you're hoping to have another experience? Do you want to believe?
Yes, very much so. I very much want an experience. I hear like yourselves tell so many experiences. I've heard many people who I've made friends with since starting this channel tell me their experiences. I've had my subscribers telling me their experiences, and I would love to have one as an adult. And I actively try and go on these investigations for something to happen. If something, there's been one or two times where something odd has happened on some of them. I've only done a handful of these so far. I'm hoping to do far more. But I always deal all of them with the highest of skepticism, which I do believe is the way forward. Like if you come so open-minded to this stuff, your brains fall out. So you've really got to deal with this, what?
Brains fall out.
You got to deal with this with a level head. You can't just kind of go in and just like, oh, that was a ghost, and that was a ghost, and that was a ghost, and that was a ghost. You know what I mean? You got to really.
You got to be open-minded but level-headed.
Rational.
Rational.
I always
That's
call
the
it
word.
rational. So, is that a good word, Seg? Rational?
Rational is a great word. It's not very accurate in regards to Adelaide Haunted Horizons.
Okay, well, I'll just drink some more then, shall I?
Okay, we'll
For every
drink more.
time.
Carry on
just
drinking,
like,
guys.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to fetch
I
the
think
bottle.
every
in a
time
minute.
he says something, we should just like
That's great. Yeah. Is
punish.
that nice? Isn't it?
We'll just punish him every
How
time.
about you stop talking and just get on with it? That nice, was it?
It's lovely.
Nice.
Beautiful.
You look like you enjoy it. Did you go down the wrong hole, did
The
it?
bubbles just go.
The bubbles,
Yeah,
do
They
they?
just bounce.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
And they pop with all that taste.
Oh, they
They
pop.
do.
Pop the taste, do they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
It's sort of, it lingers on your palate into that
It
lovely
does.
taste.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just so you know, everyone here, guys, this is the first time these ladies have even had a drink. So that's why they're they're enjoying this so much.
Mm-hmm.
We've never drunk before.
No.
Anyway.
It's very hard to do a podcast when it's like.
No.
Anyway.
You should get one of those Dachshund masks. You know, like the Dachshund.
With a side eye.
I love
Side eye
that.
Dachshund.
Yeah, the side eye Dachshund.
What's that? What do you mean?
It's a
dog.
dog. You know what a Dachshund is?
Yeah, but I can't think of what. Oh,
Dachshund.
yes, no, I know. Yeah.
You should get
Oh, that's a
mask.
good idea.
That's a great. Make a great mask.
So, you've been with us and we've been doing some investigations, haven't we? How many have we've done so far?
Two.
Two. Okay. We've got another one tonight.
Correct.
Yeah. and
Keep
then-
drinking, ladies.
Now, how many experiences have you had with us so far?
Oh, 0.
We can't do a drinking game then, can we?
We can't, can we?
A drink for every time he's had an experience.
I know.
Well, we can, and it's finished.
He's had lots of experiences, but not necessarily paranormal.
No.
Yeah,
No.
mostly frustrating experiences that have left me very, very angry.
Traumatised.
Traumatised.
Well, when you listen back to... Well, first of all, let's go back to Taylor, because you went to Taylor.
Yes.
And how did you find Taylor?
Both the locations we've been to so far have been extremely unique, and I think that's why I really enjoy some of these locations. It's like, if a house is a house, is a house. So we probably live in houses. It's a house, but somewhere like Taylor, I've never been anywhere quite like that before, and that's what the dedication Peter went through to recreate this really way bigger than I was expecting kind of village, this historical village. It's pretty fascinating. So yeah, that was something very different. Like, you know, maybe it was pretty quiet on the paranormal front, but it's still very creepy and it's still very interesting.
We had a light go off.
Oh yeah, I think the trap.
When we said to run down the hallway.
Yeah, no, the tripwire went
The
off.
tripwire, the whole tripwire. Did it go off at the jail?
Can't remember.
I think it went off.
I think it had one little light.
We had one
flicker.
little light that you.
Oh no! Wait a minute. And also in the school, the spirit box said "Seg" a couple of times.
I've got to listen back to that, haven't we?
We can play that now.
I can play that
now. If you like his mask, can you say the word mask for me, please? Please.
That just said seg.
Did you hear that?
That just said seg.
Yes. It sounded like "Seg." Yeah.
Then we went to the Adelaide jail.
Correct. Mm-hmm. That was last night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Truly fascinating. Amazing location. I really enjoy those. Like, first of all, I'm a big history fan. So like when you're like walking in real history, it's very, very interesting. Like, I don't know, for something like that you can't ask for more. And I'm also with the people who really know the history of that place inside out. Mm. And you too.
Did you go with somebody? Like I said, did you go with somebody else? I thought you were with us. Did you sneak off?
And we did a fascinating estus experiment, didn't we?
We did.
It was the best.
Don't stop winding me up.
It was really good.
It went on a little while longer, didn't it?
It did. It went on for a little while.
Yeah, I think it went on for over 27 minutes.
It did, considering he doesn't like estus.
I know.
I don't like estus.
Have you ever heard of the estus method?
I hate the estus method. I hate watching it. I hate being the wanker who's asking the questions to the idiot who's doing the estus. But most of all, I hate being that idiot who is under, especially when Adelaide Haunted Horizons are about. But I'll get into that video later. Alison, Cag, just know, all is not forgiven.
So for those who don't know what estus is, it's the spirit box.
Or ghost box, whatever you like to
Whichever
call
you
it.
like. I call it ghost box because I'm from the old days. And you put in headphones so you can't hear what's coming out, what radio stations are spitting out the words. And he can't hear the questions. And he's just calling out whatever he's hearing.
Yeah, so we put Seg on.
So he's not biased to what he's hearing on the questions. And so we put him on, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, you're normally only on for a few minutes, but
5 minutes,
27 minutes he was on.
He was enjoying it so
We
much.
think he was a closet
estus lover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
I hate you both so much. So, granted, I'm no estus, expert here, but the estus I've done in the past, the person who's asking the questions, who's not got the headphones on, goes up and goes, "All right, it's time to take the headphones off." A little tap on the shoulder. I'm waiting for that for 27 minutes.
We're going.
And I'm like thinking to myself, when you're in those estus things, you kind of go into a bit of a trance, and you kind of lose the sense of time. But I did notice, like, where I was sort of sitting, like, my back and shoulders are feeling a bit sore, and I'm like, how long is this going on for? And I'm waiting for something to stop me, saying, "Okay, we've done enough there." And I would have, I told you to. It should be about 10-15 minutes. And you didn't stop me. So I've got no idea how long I'm in there for. Oh, I'm glad you're funny. Yeah.
Most people go, "God, this is annoying. I'm going to take these off
I
now."
know, but he didn't.
No.
Yeah, I'm very
He
much
was
most
holding
people,
on to
but
it.
most other people.
holding on to it.
Oh, this is a fun podcast. I'm really enjoying this.
What else was it?
Oh, and then we had. Because obviously he wanted to. We're going to go live on Seg's page as well. We're going to do a live on YouTube for him that night, last night.
Yeah.
He wanted to advertise the facts, so he wanted to put a picture of the three of us up on his YouTube channel. But the trouble is, being a jail, it's really, really thick walls, isn't it?
It is. It's very bad reception.
It is. It's very bad reception,
Yeah.
and because I'm with you. I'm on Optus, which isn't brilliant.
I'm so glad you're having so much fun with this right now.
And we are, and obviously we couldn't get the picture to upload, so I said, well, don't worry, because I'll take you to where I know that you will get signal for it to upload quite quickly.
Yeah.
So I opened the door, and what happened?
You went outside.
Yeah, I went outside. Who was outside?
Our next tour group to go in.
A whole tour group.
Of 20 people.
A whole tour group with me wandering outside with... As if this mask is weird enough, I've got an even weirder mask off the T-shirt they're wearing, the Grim Reaper.
The Grim Reaper.
So I've got this giant bloody hood on me and this skeleton-like mask, and everyone looking at me like, what the hell is going on?
I'm just annoyed that you didn't tell me you were taking him out so I could see it.
Thanks, Kat.
And the tour guide said, don't worry, the gentleman with the mask isn't going to be joining us on the tour because he's filming. I think Shiny Red was mumbling under his breath at me. It was so funny.
Can you ask me that question again of what I thought of my time at Adelaide, Joe? I need to change my answer.
Oh dear!
Yeah, so we had fun there,
and then
Did we?
And we have lots of conversations when he keeps telling me and keeps saying to us, "I'm here in the room with you."
I know.
No, it's
like he's there in the room with us.
I know.
Bear in mind, I haven't even seen this estus session yet.
Estus
session. I'll try to say that again in
Did
English.
you need a glass
Maybe an
of
estus
wine?
session. I'm not even drinking the wine.
No.
No, you're not, are you? It's a shame, isn't it?
Oh, never mind. Tell me.
Yeah, that must be so frustrating. Don't you hate it when that happens, Alison?
Just choked on my own saliva.
Right.
Cut. No, you did. You missed the estus. I'm not doing it now. Don't think it's got me into it. But there was a couple of interesting. You did come out with a couple of interesting things. You haven't seen.
Yeah, I
it
wouldn't
yet.
be surprised after 27 minutes.
Statistically,
I was like,
you're going to
give me that for 27
one
hours.
at
I'll
least.
figure out every mystery there is to find.
Because we did say we're going to say goodbye now, and that was at 10 minutes in.
Yeah. It was.
We're going to stop now. Can you say goodbye? And you said, what did he say?
Piss off.
Yeah, he came out with straight away. Piss off.
You can't see it, but I am scowling at you right now.
So we continued.
We did. We continued.
We
because that's
can't
what you
be
do.
told. We can't be
No,
told.
we can't be told by things like that.
No. You just don't let them win when they do that.
No, you don't.
It becomes a challenge thing.
It does. It's just a challenge.
We did say, did he like football? Because he said about football team. We said, what did he do? And he said, football team. We said, oh, did he like football? And you said yes. That was proof.
It was proof.
That was proof.
100% proof. It was a ghost there.
Yeah.
That was 100% proof that I'm talking.
Wait till you see the estus. You're going to be. It's going to be
brilliant.
convinced. Yeah.
I've got to sit through 27 minutes of it. Again.
The problem is we're not going to get away with that tonight, though, are we?
No.
That was a one-time thing. I can tell you that now. Fool me once. If you put me on the estus again, I'm getting up after 2 minutes.
I think estus would be good for them in there.
I think so. I think that's
In the dining car.
Actually, no. What I find if we are in the 144 and you put him in the brake van,
Right.
That's what I do with my guests. I put them on the estus in the brake van. Oh, so you've got to do that tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to have the full experience. And we'll let you know next time we come on.
Because we're going
How
to
it
the
went.
National Railway Museum tonight.
I'm glad you did that really
I did
slowly,
that
didn't
really,
you?
really well.
If you want to get your own back on a seg, all right, just make us say National Railway Museum about 4 or 5 times in a row.
Noted.
NRM.
Because you can't say railway.
Rail. I have to really
You have to do it really
think about
slow.
Railway. So, railway. So we're there tonight, aren't we? We're going to go down and have
Another session.
Another session, see if we can get anything to happen.
Yeah. So what is your view on the paranormal? I know you say you're sceptical, but you want to believe.
The way I put it is if there's an odd occurrence or something happens, let's just imagine a sort of table with lots of different explanations and items or whatever it might be that, what could have caused that. At the very, very back corner is ghosts. So or paranormal perhaps, or supernatural, whatever. It's like, it's on the table, but it should be the last thing that you get to.
Yeah.
You should exhaust all other possibilities before you seriously entertain the paranormal. And for so many teams that I watch when I debunk, it's the very first thing that they go to. And I can understand the temptation and the excitement to do that, because it is more exciting than going, oh, is there bloody water pipes here? What's the electricals like in this place? Like, trying to figure things like that. It's boring. But, the thought of a ghost is far more appealing, is far more exciting. But if you want it to be accurate, you want it to be credible, and you want it to be true, it should be the last thing you get to.
Yeah.
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 So what's the chances tonight of actually seeing something, do you think?
What have you understood? Because you came in the
You came in the what?
You came in the what?
Came in the...
Edit that bit out.
came in there.
What's the word?
Are you having a stroke? Can we call the... Just call for an ambulance.
000. Go then.
Oh dear, I forgot what I was going to say now.
You came in. Was that a squirrel?
Must have been.
So let me just say. So
Okay.
You've done 3 venues in America. You've investigated.
Tell me about the venues in America. Oh no! All right, continue.
You didn't say that.
Put it this way. If I'm agreeing with you, something's definitely wrong.
Exactly. Yeah.
If I can totally see where you're coming from,
Yeah. Yep.
then something's really gone south here.
Isn't it? Yeah. Far out.
Jesus.
So let's start that one again, shall we?
Shall we?
So you've done 3 venues.
Do you really think that you should be asking that question?
Why?
I don't know, I just want to interrupt you.
Oh my god.
Anyway, third time's a charm.
Okay,
What you got?
All right, so you've investigated 3 venues in America.
Correct.
All right, and you've done 2 venues here with another one tonight.
Correct.
Yes.
And you've had nothing happen at any of them.
Depends what you mean by nothing. Something happened. I'm saying it's unlikely that it's paranormal. I suppose not completely impossible. I know that some may disagree that it could very well be impossible. Do you want me to explain? There's a couple of them.
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, go on then.
So when one of them was a venue that I know you two have been to, Brushy Mountain in Tennessee,
Yeah.
Brushy Mountain Prison in Tennessee, old historical prison, I believe closed down in the 80s, or I can't remember now. I can't
It closed
remember the
down at
history.
some point.
It closed down. Yeah,
closed down.
It's definitely closed down. It's no longer
Yeah.
a prison, because that would be very scary.
It would be.
And of course, this is something that I used to make fun of the ghost hunters before I started doing these myself. That they would say, "Oh, we heard something, but the cameras weren't on," and I would go, "Oh, how convenient!" And then literally that happened with me. Something happened, and the cameras were turned off. So myself and another paranormal investigator by the name Dawson Toller were outside in the courtyard in this place, and I believe I heard a cough from an area of the courtyard where we know for a fact no one would have been. And it sounded but the interesting thing, Dawson heard it too, but weirdly because what I heard was a very human sounding cough.
Yeah.
Like like that. It sounded like, which I think if you were to put it down to like nature, the elements or anything like that, I think it's very difficult to replicate that sound through nature. Perhaps not impossible, but what was interesting is Dawson believed he heard what he considered like metallic, like a metal clanging, which is such a completely different sound. So that makes me... So Dawson, who's is far more of a believer in all things paranormal than I am, he actually told me in a live stream he believes it's 65% supernatural, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Love the guy, but he's a bit crazy.
Yeah.
But...
I'll cut that bit out then, shall I?
No, crack on. You can keep it on. Are you kidding me? I say that to him all the time.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like,
Love you, Dawson. So good.
Dawson, you're a lovable idiot.
It's like...
But like the fact that he heard something, we both heard something, but it was such a different sound. It doesn't like, as far as like on a sign or on an evidence level or a scientific level. It's hard to take it too seriously.
Yeah, but what I say on my tours, and you say on yours as well, that people see, hear, feel, sense, and smell things differently. It's like Alison's hearing is very different to mine, and because she's as deaf as a post. But no, but you there's a level that you can
perhaps,
hear. There's a level that you can't hear that I can.
There is a level of hearing that I don't seem to be able to hear that you can. Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody's slightly different.
I suppose, but again, if you're looking for something to corroborate as evidence, I'm not so sure because it's a very different sound, like a human cough to something metallic, clanging. Is about as far apart as you can really get. But from my perspective, it was pretty interesting. But then when I had someone to confirm it with me, it messed a few things up. But it was interesting for sure. Not a lot else happened that night, but it's an awesome location. Would 100% go back one day.
It is a great place. We loved it. We absolutely adored it.
We did, and I just love the fact that he's basing his possible paranormal experience on a cough.
I know. You see, we need more than
When
that.
we want more, we just go just a cough.
It's like,
I know.
that's cute.
It's cute.
I would.
It's cute.
Look at you two. I've been on 5 of these things. Jesus.
Actually,
so cute. He's so good looking. You cough.
That's a cute.
Cough.
That's a cute.
it's a
little
cute
thing,
one,
isn't
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bless him.
Hey, I'm clutching at
It's
straws.
was it Fisher Price? My first
Yes,
experience.
my first experience. Yeah, my Fisher Price experience.
It actually was my first experience too. Oh no, I suppose
No,
the first
Dark
would be a
Castle,
bloody
yeah.
ghost.
That's true. That's true.
So we went from a ghost to a cough.
But actually, our very first experience at West Virginia State Penitentiary with Paranormal Quest when they worked there was a cough.
Actually, it was a cough.
It was a
wasn't
cough outside the medical.
You're
Yeah, but
right.
you've just explained that you're too good for a cough.
We are now.
But that was a long time ago. That
We weren't then.
was
We've gone beyond Fisher
that was
Price.
how long ago was that? That was 20.
If it's nothing short of
16,
demonic,
17?
I'm not interested.
Exactly. If it's not Zozo. It's like
No.
So you're going to keep looking. This is going to
Oh,
be your
for sure.
thing.
This-
This is going
I-
to be your thing now. You're going to keep investigating. And...
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to. I don't think I'll ever get to a point where I'm going to confidently call myself like a paranormal investigator. But I definitely do want to keep. So when I started the debunking stuff, like when the critics started coming in, a very common criticism I had was that, oh, you're a couch potato debunker, you've not been on the field, you've not done these things, you've got to do them yourself. Like Kalani said that about me. And it was something I always just had to take on the chin. Cause you're right, I don't go out and I don't do it.
It's true, and it's a valid point.
Yeah, it's 100%. I can't, and the only way to counter it is by getting off my butt and doing it. And I very much enjoyed it. And it helps that I've got access to some amazing locations here in Adelaide thanks to you two.
Thank you. Yeah, so that's about it then. We just finished with him, haven't we? He leaves tomorrow.
He does. It's been
Thankfully.
here so short a time.
I know.
And it seems like a year.
I would say it has felt so long.
Just seems like it's been here.
We have had a lot of laughs, though, haven't
We
we?
fitted a lot in. A lot of fun in.
Yes.
Well, we have. It is expense. Most of it. But he has been a good sport. Oh, look at the look.
I don't know. Has it changed?
I think the funniest thing is, because, as I said, he came to the jail last night dressed as the Grim Reaper with the mask.
Well, so he wasn't dressed as you had.
No,
the
but he had the
on.
mask,
Yeah.
so he's doing the Grim Reaper thing. And then we go into a place where there was 45 executions. And in those days, it would have been very religious. So where do they think they're going to go? And then he comes in as a Grim Reaper. Come and talk to me. Come with me. It's like... And
They're going to run away.
And he
aren't they?
wonders why nothing
Well,
interacted.
I mean, the other ones he hasn't sort of worn his Grim Reaper one too, but I mean, he's not really had anything much at any of these investigations, so that's 5 now, 6 tonight. He's wearing a mask. I mean, even at Talem Town, he stood out within all those creepy mannequins, didn't he? So it's like...
I felt most at home there.
Yeah, so I mean, is anything going to go anywhere near him?
Yeah, well, you know,
Story of my life.
He wonders why he gets nothing. Nothing.
I will say, there's been a couple of places where I've just gone around, done like solo investigation, and I don't wear the mask then because the camera's pointing out. So it's not. I do sometimes go around not wearing the mask.
Right. Did you do it at ours so far?
No, because you always tell me off if I want to go solo.
No, we let you go solo in the Emporium.
Oh yeah, but I did keep the mask on them because there was mirrors around.
Okay.
Yeah.
You might be caught.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So not that one. Maybe tonight.
Maybe tonight. Maybe.
We've got lots of windows though. Train carriages got lots of
we'll
lots of
figure
windows.
it out.
Reflections.
Yeah, we'd have to put him in the shiniest windows ones. So he has to keep the mask on the whole night. Hope it's warm down there.
I've now got like every time I go to any of these ghost places, I'm scared of what you're going to do. Like, what are you going to put me through?
Oh dear.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Yeah. So have we got any more hard-hitting questions? We got him.
No.
We've got him here. Hard-hitting. What about
the hard
hard-hitting questions?
The hard-hitting
Yeah.
paranormal podcast.
So why do you keep a mask on?
I'm
Because
horribly.
people ask that. I've
I'm
seen the
horribly
questions.
disfigured under here. You know
Yeah,
this.
it's got a face for masks.
Yeah.
For Max.
Masks.
Yeah, it's even a step below radio. That's cruel. You can't laugh at that. What's wrong with you? I mean, you can't see it, but I'm crying under this. This is so incredibly cruel.
Oh, dear.
Ow.
Oh, goodness.
Now look what you've done.
God, you have no idea how satisfying that is. Have you coughed up that wine?
I think I just coughed up a lung.
The reason I wear a mask is I value my privacy. And I'm not like you two who enjoys the celebrity status that you get around Adelaide.
We never get recognised.
We don't ever get recognised, do
No,
we?
never.
He seems to
Bullshit.
think we get recognised when we go out and about.
And we went out to 2 places on...
So
what day
day
was
2
it?
for me.
Day 2.
Yeah.
And how many places did we get recognised in?
2.
2.
Which is definitely 2 more than you were making out that you get recognised. You got not only did you get like recognised, but they wanted to take a photo. One of them was like, "Can you take a photo with my kid?"
Yeah. Yeah.
You got photo take.
Yeah.
People want to take photos with you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
definitely. I don't know that I'm that level of attention isn't really for me.
No,
No, that's fair enough.
that's fair enough.
Yeah.
We just dote on it, don't we?
We do.
We
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
We're
It's like-
attention-seeking whores. aren't
We are. Yeah.
Yeah, how much should it cost you to pay that kid to do that? By the way,
Have you noticed how we had 2, first day,
I know.
and then
No,
completely out of the blue in the
How
middle
does
of
he know we
nowhere,
paid him?
a family comes up to us,
I know.
"Oh, it's you."
I know.
Yeah,
But
no,
how did he know we paid him? That's what I want to know.
I reckon he saw us in the car park
Yeah,
before.
he
us.
did.
Yeah.
debunked.
Can you make Seg really impressed?
Yeah.
I'll give you $50 if you come up.
Yeah.
50. Jesus.
The boy was cheap.
Bless him. He was a lovely boy.
He was
We loved,
gorgeous.
wasn't
He was.
He was very nice.
He was.
He was very excited.
He was. He
Bless
was.
him. And then we
Because
picked
what
up
did
some-
we take him? We haven't said where we took him. We took him to a South Australian island.
We did. And you were very impressed with
You
that
were.
first place we took you to.
Yes. I already talked about that. You talking about Talem Town?
No.
No.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Where did we go before?
Where we got
Talem Town?
recognised.
Oh, that. What you mean the bloody monster thing that came. Is that what you're talking about?
Don't. How could you say that?
That's so rude.
That is
It's an
rude.
icon.
How's that rude? What else is it?
Icon.
Okay, but what is it?
It's a bunyip.
Bunyip.
And what's a bunyip?
It's a legend.
A
It's a real creature.
Like a legendary
Real
what?
creature.
It's a,
A creature.
Lives in that comes out the water.
Yeah.
Right,
Eats your
a creature that
children.
comes out of the water.
yeah, it's like
right?
a water creature.
Or a monster.
Oh, it probably doesn't want to be
Kate,
called a monster.
are you able to put it up on the screen, what we're talking about here?
Yeah.
Like, you know...
Do you want a real one?
No, I wasn't saying like literally right now. I just thought it'd be something you do in post.
Okay.
Like you did before, you know. Jesus Christ. It is so painful, you have no idea. I was like, as we're talking, maybe they can see what we're talking about.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, do we know we're on the same page?
We weren't, no.
Jesus.
She wasn't any on the
So,
different
guys,
page.
if you're like listening to this on audio, just
I'm in a totally
believe me,
different
this
book.
thing's a monster. Hopefully, if Alison knows what she's doing, people who are watching this will see the monster. There's a bunyip, but it's really a monster.
Yeah,
It's a monster.
yeah.
It's literally nothing else you can call it. It's a monster.
They might not like being called a monster. That's quite.
They don't
nasty.
they don't
It's
exist.
a horrible term.
They don't
isn't it?
exist.
I know, it's horrible to them.
Yeah. Probably a
You
very,
call it a creature.
probably a very nice animal.
Monster.
Yeah, I know. And mind you, doesn't it take your children? So it can't be
It
that
does.
nice.
It does eat.
Yeah,
your
it does
children.
eat children, yeah,
so
so-
there is that.
Not that nice, you know, but it might be a little bit sensitive.
Yeah. We proved it existed. I don't know what he's on about.
Well, he always wants proof.
he does.
Always wants proof on things.
Oh, that
and
pesky thing called proof.
Yeah.
that pesky thing, yeah. That elusive thing. So,
Oh well.
we've got another investigation to do.
We have we've got Michael's lasagna to eat first
Yeah.
before we go off investigation, so we
Now,
can sleep through the
we've got
investigation.
T-shirts.
Yes.
This is the Side-Eye Guy merch, by the way.
Yes.
Grim Reaper. And people are probably wondering what all that is about. So where did this come from?
That came from the second video I made of Mackie and Amanda, and they were at the Disney, well, it wasn't actually Disneyland Hotel, it was the Disney Grand California Hotel, I believe it's called. They believed on the hotel balcony of this very, very popular tourist destination hotel was a Grim Reaper. But because they've got that very Valley Girl accent, they kept calling it the Grim Reaper. And then their whole thing was like, you know, it's like, there's a Grim Reaper on the balcony, but it's not the Grim Reaper, but it looks like the Grim Reaper. So I that was pretty much how the joke went in my video, and it really took off. People seem to really find that funny. So
The reason I was asking what's your name is because Amanda was sitting out there for like 1 minute. She's like, "There's a spirit out here. Looks like the Grim Reaper, but like not like the Grim Reaper."
It's like the Grim Reaper, but it's not like the Grim Reaper. Ugh. Like, I know that this might be rich coming from me because I've got quite an annoying voice, but these two, Jesus Christ.
We love it.
here we are today.
I think everybody loves it. It's like, but yeah, then the T-shirts,
But
Kate.
I don't see what the point. I
great. I
mean,
love this
why?
t-shirt.
I know I do. But
They're one of my
why
favourites.
can't the Grim Reaper be on the hotel balcony?
I know.
I know. It's just like
He might have just been sunning himself after having gone to the...
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't the Grim Reaper around for people who die?
Well, yeah.
it's a
So
lot
why?
of people.
But can't he have a day
So
off?
there's no one dying around there.
Can't he have a holiday?
Yeah,
People
you're
die in
right. Yeah,
hotels.
that's what you do. Like,
You know, you've got to have downtime.
I mean, when you go
don't
to Disneyland rather than just a hotel.
Well, maybe he just wanted a bit of a break. You know, because sometimes Disney can get a bit noisy with all the children running around.
You know what? You're completely right. Mackie and Amanda were completely correct.
Yeah.
The Grim Reaper was
Yeah.
on their hotel balcony.
And now it's
You-
on your T-shirt.
I
No, it's a brilliant. And I love it.
I do.
Everybody loves the Grim Reaper. So what we're going to do is we'll put a link up for that episode, and you can go and watch it. It is hilarious. Go and have a look at it. See where the Grim Reaper started.
Yes.
So
Thank you very much.
That's all right. It's a bit
Go and like, subscribe,
yeah,
and whatever else you have to do.
because we're no good at that, are we?
No,
we
we're
can't
not.
even do it to our own
We can't,
channels.
no.
So we've got an investigation to do. We're going to, I think we've given him enough hard-hitting questions.
I think we have.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
I think we've tormented him.
I
And
think we have. We've
tortured him.
You've
enough.
laughed at me enough. I'll definitely say that, yeah.
It's good to have somebody that's above your jokes, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Instead of each other.
Yeah.
Usually it's just each other.
I know, but having a third,
It takes the pressure off me.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
It does, yeah. So, no, thank you so much for coming in. We've had a lot of fun. We have, in all reality, had a lot of fun since you've come down.
It has been an absolute hoot, hasn't it?
It has.
Let me know when it starts.
And I can't wait. Probably with the next glass of wine.
I can't wait for
There's
him to
nothing
go.
left in there.
I managed to get it.
It's empty.
Look.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you see?
You don't have a problem or anything.
There. All right, we're going to get off. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
We couldn't go anywhere else because Cag wasn't going to drive home until he was. So,
Yeah.
And you can't. You'd long walk back to Cag, isn't
is.
it? It's like
Yeah.
It
Well,
was-
it's an hour in the car, so I mean, walking, it's a long time.
Yeah, so he really didn't have much choice, and he's not going to get fed if he wasn't here. No. So we're going to go and investigate again. Thank you for joining us, and Side Eye Guy. What is it? Is just the Side Eye Guy.
The side-eye guy.
Do you have a Facebook page as well?
I do, but it's not very active.
Don't
bother. Don't bother. Just go to YouTube.
Just stick with YouTube, please.
Just go to YouTube.
Ignore the bit
Yeah.
for Facebook.
Yeah, just don't worry. Trying to promote him, but that's all right. Just don't bother. And of course, then there's our channel,
Yes,
which we have lots.
we have.
We do. So go and it's in the end title anyway. Just
It
go
is,
and
just
do
go
that.
there.
We're useless at this, and we're out of practice. So
Yeah.
Haunted Horizons, wherever you look, we're famous. Aren't we, Kay?
Get your photo opportunity.
I've
In our own little 5-minute world.
well, no, that's what I said to. We're famous in our own lunch hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my son said we're infamous. So
yeah, we try to be.
yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. We are back. We are going to start this podcast again. Thank you, Seg, for kicking it off for us. Lots of fun for Cag and me. See you next week.
Cheerio.
Bye.
Please remember to share, like, and subscribe to this podcast. The extended video version of these episodes are available for members of Spotify and Patreon. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and see the full investigation from these episodes on our YouTube channel. Details are in the About section of this podcast. Thank you from Cag and Ali for listening.
Yeah, let's go.
Caleb's face is so funny here. I can sympathise. I often pull the same face from behind my mask. What the hell was that? I forgot about all these weird noises and mannerisms Selena does.